Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Susan, Lynn, Psychic Medium, and I'm so grateful you're here with me today. Guess what? We're going to be pulling the winner of the giveaway today, and also I want to congratulate Joe Biden on winning again today, because today is the day that they ratify the votes. It is December 14th. So congratulations, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Isn't that special? So listen, I wanted to do something else for you guys as well, because my guides are telling me that, listen, we have got to let this gunk of 2020 go. We cannot drag this stuff into 2021. We need to take this last couple of weeks of 2020 and we need to do some deep diving and some preparing to be able to move on into 2021 the way we need to, the way that's the best for us and our heart. So what I want you to do is I want you to pick a number between 1 and 3. And whatever number comes to you first, it's very important not to overthink this. Do not overthink this. Just whatever number comes to your head. Okay? That is your number. I'm going to give you a little reading based on your number. 1, 2, or 3. At this point, you can see in the description box that I will have time-stamped 1, 2, and 3, so that you can just skip to that part of your reading. You'll want to come back after number 3 and see who won for the giveaway, because I've got some pretty fun things to tell you about that too. And then I have an extra little fun thing at the end. So you know what, we're going to have a lot of fun obviously today. So let me get the number 1 card. If you chose number 1 as your card, this is what the universe wants you to know. Okay. First of all, I am using Sacred Rebels by Alana Fairchild Oracle deck. The first card for number 1 is Trust Yourself. I mean, can you guys see what's coming out of her head? The Amazon jungle is coming out of her head. Trust yourself. Okay. I'm actually going to read some of her, because this woman is deep, you guys. I'm just going to read a little bit of the book, and then I'm going to give you my psychic hits that I get for you as well. So I have to take my glasses off. Listen to this. You are wise. You know how to grow, even without knowing you know. I'm telling you, it's deep. Like the ancient forest, spectacular galaxies, and the acorn that becomes the oak. There is a natural intelligence for growth that is beyond logic and reason. It just happens. At the deepest levels, we are governed by this force that is so palpable, it literally shapes the world. At the same time, it is so invisible that sometimes we forget its presence and worry that our minds have to work everything out for life to happen and for us to be all right. We can become unnecessarily anxious about our affairs and how life will unfold. This oracle brings the message that you are growing. You really are. Don't doubt it. Even if you don't see it yet, remember that so much is happening when the seed is still unbroken. It's amazing. In the ground below the earth, it is summoning up all the might and power and the force it needs to push up above the top of the soil and burst into the light. It is essential for anything good to happen later on. Yet we don't see any of that. We just trust that things will happen when the time is right. You're asked to trust yourself. Mic drop. Okay. So when I psychically got the number 1, like, what are these number 1 people? The people that chose number 1. What's going on with them? So what I got before I pulled this card was that you're ready to go. That you're in the launch mode. Like, you're ready to go. You've decided on some options, maybe not the final option, but you feel like now you have options. And you're feeling a little bit of energy, a little bit of go energy, some of you more than others. This could also be a mate, a partner, a spouse that's feeling this energy, and you are feeling it because of them. it's the predominant energy around you. So it could be your spouse that's just getting ready, just ready to go. And that energy is encompassing your energy right now, or it could be your energy. But the message is trust yourself. Even if you see the options, but you see more blocks than you see open roads, because right now we're still struggling with the C word, the C19. We're still struggling with so many things. And as I've mentioned before, we could have a bit of an economic hiccup, just a lot of hiccups coming for us. But I have to tell you that my guides have said over and over and over again, don't look down. Don't look down at the road you're on. Look up at the horizon where you're going. So where we've been is literally wishing for this year to be done. Wishing for 2021 to be here right now, today. But you know what? 2021 is going to have its own issues. It's going to have its own problems. I mean, it's not going to be a cakewalk. So my point to you, your guides want you to know, you got this. You got this. Even if it looks like there are blocks everywhere ahead of you and you feel like you want to go, you feel like you need to go. Now this, when I say go, it could be you're moving a house, you're moving careers, you're moving relationships, you're finally joining the relationship with a long distance move, you're going back to school, some big change in your life. And you're thinking, I would do that if only. Now, some of you guys are ready. Y'all are ready. You're just like, I'm going to mow those blocks down. I'm tired of this. But others are thinking, if only that block wasn't there. And I'm here to tell you that you need to not see it as a block. You need to see it as something in front of you that you go around, that you go under, that you go over, that you squeeze by. Okay, that block is not for you. Number one, that block is for everybody else that can't see that, you know what? I'm just looking at it this way, but when I step 3 steps to the right or to the left, I can see that there's a little space for me to kind of slide behind that. It doesn't really stop me. So number one's, that's my message for you. That's the message from the Sacred Rebels. Trust yourself. Remember, you are the acorn in the soil. You're the nut in the soil that is gathering the energy to burst out. And you know, when those burst out, they burst out through cracks in sidewalks. They burst out in fields full of rocks. You know, they find a way. Even if they have to grow crooked, they find a way. So that's your message. Okay, number one, I hope that really helped, and all the best blessings to you today, okay? Hang on, because at the end of the video, you're going to want to see who won the giveaway. Okay, number 2. This is for you, number 2. So we're reading out of this Oracle book, okay, Sacred Rebels, and you got this card, which is Beyond the Mind, the Heart Beats. And she is super deep, you guys, so I'm going to try to paraphrase here. In the chaos of modern life and the constant fluctuations of our minds, it can be difficult to remember that a sublime sanctuary lies within. Yet it is always there. Beneath the ceaseless activity, there's an endless, vast spaciousness that restores and connects us to something larger, something that exists outside of time, something we might call eternity. This oracle has a message for you. There is a way of the heart. It is subterranean and moves subtly beneath possible obstacles, intelligently shifting with exquisite sensitivity, sensing the way forward through dangerous pathways and responding to what is before it even occurs in the physical world. However, with the heart's intelligence, we cannot see and know in the same way that we know when we allow the mind to direct us. We have to be open to another way if we want to benefit from the innate intelligence of the heart. So let me tell you, psychically, when I tune into number 2 and I think about number 2, I feel like I have a cage, a mental cage around my head, or a metal cage around my mental head. So I feel like you're trapped. Your thoughts are trapping you. And what they're trying to tell you is that you need to connect to your heart and to your guides. So I don't feel like you're going to be able to escape, or maybe not escape is the right word, but it does feel like I'm trapped. When I go into your energy, I feel like I'm trapped. Like I have all the information I need. I should be able to make a decision. I'm a thinker. I should be able to understand this. I should be able to, 1 + 2 is 3. But here it's 1 + 2, and then there's numbers everywhere, and there's no 2s, there's no 3s, there's no 4s. It's just like, what? It doesn't make any sense, right? Or maybe there's 1 + 2 = 3, and there's 23s, and which 3 do I choose? Why do I have 23s when I'm supposed to just have 1? Okay, so what they're trying to tell you to do is to go within. Let your heart make the decision. And if you can't do that, or if your mind just won't quite accept that, that's what I'm hearing is that, yes, that's all fine and good, but I need to be able to make this decision with some amount of critical thinking. I just need that. Okay, I'm not the kind of person that's going to go out there and just do what my heart wants without even consulting my brain. So what do we have to do? So this is another kind of conundrum. So what we need for you to do is, don't be scared. Your heart, I want you to tap into your heart. Okay. And I want you to just write it down on a piece of paper. I want you to write it down on a piece of paper. If you really cannot stand to write, type it on your computer. Okay. Now, I want you to pretend like this is somebody else. This is a friend. You're helping a friend. This is really important because it's really hard to do for yourself. You're helping a friend. This is what they want. Their heart really, really wants this. Their heart wants to be a florist. But right now, you're a lab tech in a hospital. Okay? You can't get more different than that, right? And you don't even know how to, that just doesn't make any sense to you, because a florist is like not a real career, and it's airy-fairy, and what do they make? And I spend all this money on training, and it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so here's how we're going to do this. If your heart says, I want to be a florist, or I want to be an artist, or whatever it is, how we're going to do this is we're going to give that part of our heart, we're going to throw it a little bone. We're going to give it a little gift. So if you really want to be a florist, but you're a lab tech and you really don't like your job, it could be on a scale. You could like hate your job, or just not really be happy, or you might be just thinking, gosh, this thing that we've been through with C-19 has made me realize that there's more to life. I think there should be more to life than this. What if this is all there is and I'm not happy, Okay, that's the big $1 million question. Write down what it is you want to do. Then let's do some research. Let's use our critical thinking. Let's use our brain to help our heart. So let's say you want to be an artist, and you're thinking, there's no way I'm ever going to make enough money to replace this job as an artist. Okay, fine, that might be true. It might not be true. But let's do this. Let's allow you to be an artist on the weekends. Let's allow you to be an artist at night. Let's allow you to be an artist in galleries or in other places that maybe isn't a full-time thing, but it honors your heart. The whole point here is to honor your heart. Let's say you want to be a florist. So guess what? You just take a couple of florist classes. Even if you take them online, you're going to honor your heart, okay? Even if you can't make that big decision and follow your heart to a new career or a new relationship or whatever it is, let's engage our brain and let's kind of let's bring these two together, our heart and our brain together a little closer. Let's say you want to, you're not happy in your relationship, and you're thinking, I don't know how to get out of this relationship. And at this point, the readings I have, it's over and over again. People are stuck in relationships because of money. It's all about money. I don't have the money to go out on my own because together we make enough money to pay for this house, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so then what's going to happen? Your heart wants out of the relationship. What are you going to do? You're going to engage your brain and you're going to bring it together. Okay, I went out of this relationship. How can I use my brain to help my heart get what it wants? So maybe first off, you think, let's go into therapy. That's a way to try to fix the situation. Okay, that doesn't work. Okay, then I'm going to use my brain to find out some options. What options do I have? Is there a friend that would rent a garage apartment to me? Is there a tiny house somewhere that I could rent? Is there a studio apartment? I mean, sometimes just investigating how to be a florist or how to be an artist or how to leave a relationship gives your brain enough data, enough to chew on to actually take action. So, something else I want to tell you. Let's say you're perfectly happy. Let's say you're hearing this and you're like, I'm a number 2, but I don't want to leave my job. I don't want to leave my partner or my spouse. I don't want to do any of that. Guess what it means for you? It means that your guides and angels want to talk to you. They want to talk to you. So it means for you to meditate. Now, that's got a lot of bad connotations, I know, but let me tell you, guided meditations are very easy to do. You can get the Calm app for your phone and you can click on it and say, okay, I want to meditate for 5 minutes, and it'll say, okay, sit down and here we go. Or if you don't want to do that, you can go to YouTube and look up 5-minute meditations on happiness. You want to listen to the voice. You want to make sure you like the voice. If you don't like the voice or you don't like the music or something feels jarring to you, go to the next one. When you find some you like, save them on YouTube. You can actually create a playlist and you can hit the little plus, or I don't remember what it looks like, button, and you can create a little playlist so that it's there. Anytime you want to, you can go to your little playlist. You don't have to have a channel. This is just a regular YouTube user. There's your meditations, okay? When you're meditating, even though it's a guided meditation, even somebody's talking to you, it puts you in such a receptive state that's when your guides can get through to you. That's when they can actually get those messages or open that connection to them, okay? I have a video on how to connect to your guides. Watch it. It's good as well. And so that's the meanings. That's the psychic message I have for you. Thank you for tuning in. You'll want to skip ahead past number 3 because you're going to want to see who wins in the contest and the giveaway. And I have another little fun thing that I want to do with you as well. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, we are finally going to number 3. Number 3. Hi, number 3. Card I picked for you is this one, and it's from the Sacred Rebels book, Atlanta Fairchild. It's very deep, you guys. Okay, believe me, I have something fun later, so it won't be so bad. Shock of the New. Shock of the New. Shock of the New. Shock of the New. I'm telling you, it's deep stuff here. Okay, I'm just going to read a little tiny bit of this. What wild, unconventional voice is calling to you? Can you hear it? It is so different and so unusual, it might be hard to decipher. Like hearing an unfamiliar language for the first time. That's amazing. It might be hard to discern with great clarity, but now there's an affinity between you and this strangely beautiful newness seeking to manifest. Wow. The oracle says, there is a stirring at the deepest level within you. Something new will break through, and the process of this birth may shock you. The shock will transform into great joy and a sense of tremendous liberation. But you must bear the strangeness first. This is what I'm picking up psychically. You must bear the strangeness first. That strangeness might be something that rattles your beliefs about yourself, your world, daring you to become more of yourself, more open to where life is leading you, and more willing to be the unique, sacred art being crafted by the hand of the universal creator. Deep, deep, deep. Okay, guys. Shock of the new. Okay. Wow. Number 3. I just sense it's funny because they say shock of the new, but I feel like the new isn't there yet. Like the new, like, yes, okay. So you're shocked because of the awakening of the new. So it's, I mean, for some of you, you may have gotten some news that was shocking. You may have gotten some news about work or a friend or your partner that was shocking. But I don't think so. I think the majority of you, it's about you. The shockiness is internal. It's not external. So you are on a big journey. You are getting ready to launch on a big journey, a big change. There's a big changes coming for you guys, life-altering changes. And here's the thing. Whereas number 1 and number 2, number 1 wanted to go forward but was blocked. You're not wanting to go forward. It's almost as if you've been catapulted into this new thing and you're being forced. I mean, a lot of times in readings, they'll show me a person on a conveyor belt or like an escalator, and you're not walking, but it's moving you. So this is one of those situations where you're not walking, but you're being moved to this new thing. And it starts out very subtly. So you don't really notice it. You don't really notice that you're being moved closer and closer and closer to a change. And then all of a sudden it gets close enough where you think, either I cannot stand to be in this situation anymore and I have to do something, I have to do it, or it's done for you. And that's what happens. When the universe wants you to change, they give you these little nudges, they give you opportunities, they put people in your life to push you. But if you don't do it, if you're stubborn like me, and you don't do it, then they just pull the rug out from under you. If you're supposed to make a change, they're going to make you make the change. I could go on and on about this in my own personal life. Don't be like me, like I always say. But let's say you are like me, and let's say that you don't listen to any of those little nudges and all those people that come into your life that push you around and try to get you, stubborn self to go forward. You don't do it. And then let's say they do something to make you change. It could be that, it could be so many things. It could be that your spouse leaves you. It could be that your job fires you or makes you retire early, or gives you an offer to relocate to a new state or a new city. And you're thinking that's not possible. I mean, that's not possible, right? I've got family here. I've got people that need me. I like my community. This is not possible. But yet, that's what they're asking you. It's the same feeling. You can take that feeling, regardless of your situation. It's the same feeling. This change is not possible. But it is possible. It really is. And they'll continue, they'll double down on that until you do it. So how do you get around this? How do you embrace it? You embrace it. And let's say that they're wanting you to relocate and you don't want to relocate. And, can you find another job in your town? Maybe it won't be as much money, or maybe it won't be as, I will tell you one thing. It's they want to move you out of that job. They want to move you out of your safe spot. They want to move you out of your stuck spot. You might think it's comfortable, but your guides are saying you're stuck. They want you to do something different, something new. So let's say one way to honor this would be, I'm not going to move to Kalamazoo. I'm not going to do it. I don't like Kalamazoo. I don't know anybody there. But your job says, well, then you're fired because we can't use you here. You have to go to Kalamazoo or you're fired. Well, one way to deal with that is that's the change. They gave you a choice. You can move to this new city or you can get fired. Okay? You got fired. Now guess what? You've got change. You've got to deal with the change. You've got to deal with a new job. The new job might be across town. It might make less money. A lot of changes. Okay, so either way, you're gonna have changes. Either way, you're going to have something new forced upon you. Let's say your spouse all of a sudden decides to move on, wants a divorce, or wants to break up. New changes. You don't have a choice. Okay, so you've got this. Okay, this wouldn't be happening to you if you couldn't do it, if it wasn't supposed to happen, if you weren't supposed to reap the benefits of the change. Trust me when I say there are benefits. You may not see them right away, but you will grow so much through dealing with the change that you'll become a stronger, more resilient, better person for it. And when you do that, you're modeling that behavior. You're modeling the behavior of leadership to your kids, to your partner, spouse, to your coworkers, your friends, whoever. You're showing them how it's done, and you're the one that's being asked to show them how it's done. You can do this. Believe me when I say you can do this. You've got this. Now, if you have questions about how you're going to get this, I suggest you get oracle cards. Some of my favorite oracle cards are, of course, the Atlanta Fairchild, which I just read from you. Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. There are so many oracle cards. Those are good ones. Actually, this is being called for me to talk to you about. Also by Colette Baron Reed is the Goddess Power Book. Now, why does it work? How does it work? You don't need to know anything. You don't need to know anything. It comes with an amazing book. You say, what do I need to know today, guides? Show me one card. Just pull one card. Read what it says. Right? And think about it. What am I experiencing today? And how does this fit with what I'm experiencing today? If you'll do that, if you'll pull a card, one card a day for 30 days and read it, you will do a year's worth of self-therapy. It will really help you. It'll really understand your fears. What the guides are asking you to do will come through the cards. It will give you guidance. The oracle will help you. It will speak to you. You've got this. Change is not bad. Change is not bad. Change is good. You're going to be okay. Okay. Hope that was helpful. I'm wishing you all the best. Okay? Now, we're going to, that was the end of number 3. Now we're going to do some fun things. I'm going to pull, so now I hope ones, twos, and threes have all joined me with me again for the rest of the video, because I'm going to do the giveaway. I hope your individual reading was good. I hope it was helpful. I hope it was illuminating. Please leave me a comment if you have questions about your reading. I probably will be able to give you a little bit more detail or confirm something for you. But I want to show you, that was pretty heavy. And that's why my guides told me to do this. I've been wondering why they wanted me to do this, but I stop asking now. I just do what they tell me to do. They're laughing their butts off because I don't. But listen to this. This is a really fun deck. The Rebel deck, Oracle with an Attitude. It says 0 filter and 0 Fs. 0 Fs. So this is the part of the reading that I'm going to censure a little bit, because these cards are for real. If you're the kind of person that doesn't mind the F-bomb, that thinks rules are for, to be broken and loves things that are really, really out there. I would have to tell you this deck is about 2 full stops past what I'm generally comfortable with. And that's why I think I was called to get it, to loosen myself up a little bit. So I'm going to just show you some of these cards. But first, I'm going to pull a card for all of us. Now, the F word is very prominent. How about that? Don't rely on your friends or the internet. Listen to a damn professional. Okay, so that's in your face, right? That is very in your face. So they want you to go to a professional. Huh, that's interesting. Here's a really good one that just got pulled. I'm trying to get it to focus. Yeah. I hope that was in focus. There you go. There you go. Now it's in focus. Here's the back. So as you can see, it's fun. It's a really fun deck. This is a really great one. God, it won't focus. Come on. Focus. There. Okay. Cute, huh? Anyway, you can get these on Amazon for $25. So, are you guys ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the giveaway? Okay. Here it is. Now, one person is going to win a 1-hour reading, psychic or mediumship. But I have a little surprise for you because I like to break the rules. Okay. Think they're tossed enough? Hope I didn't lose one. I'll be screaming at the screen right now. Okay, here's my pick. Let's see who it is. Some of you guys have some crazy. Angelita. 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 This is you, Angelita. You have won a 1-hour reading. That did not work. 1-hour reading, Angelita. Email me, SusanLynnMedium@gmail.com. Susan Lynn, Lynn, medium@gmail.com. Don't hang up. Guess what we're going to do? Because I like giving away things. And it's the holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Biden President Day. Christmas is coming. We're going to give away 3 half-hour readings. 3 half-hour readings. Woohoo! 3. Okay. I don't know why 3. Okay, here it is. This is number 1 half-hour reading. Valentina Rose. Valentina Rose for a half-hour reading. All you have to do is email me at SusanLynnMedium.com. Okay. Next one is going to be, who is it? Kathy Greenlay. Kathy Greenlay. Greenlay. Okay. Last one, 30-minute reading. Don't you love the sound of that? Sounds like popcorn. Okay. Woo. Do we do the jumper? I'm going to do the one in my hand. Okay. This one is Joanne Sanchez. Joanne Sanchez. Yay! Thank you guys so much. I want to tell you how much I really appreciate you guys watching these videos, commenting. Your comments are always so cool and smart and bring new awareness for all of us to the topics that we're talking about. And I'm just so grateful for you. I really, really am. I hope these videos help you in some way. I hope this psychic reading helped you in some way. And I want you to have a wonderful day today. Take care of yourselves. If you want to hear about, I will be doing more giveaways, believe me. If you want to hear about those and you want to hear about my videos as they come out, please subscribe. It's free. And we would love to have you join us, okay? We really would. If you liked this video, please give me the thumbs up. YouTube watches all these things, and they place my videos in front of people depending on subscribers and thumbs up. So it just helps more people see the videos, and I really appreciate it. Wishing you guys all the best, okay? And you guys that won, please email me, SusanLynnMedium at gmail.com. Thank you so much.